ShareDog.com here with Quinton Rampage Jackson at Viacom HQ. Rampage, today you had your press conference announcing your signing with Bellator, your partnership, I should say, with Bellator and TNA. You seem like you're in a great mood today. Is this comparable to any other time in your career, or what would you describe today as?
Today is a good day. It's like, I've been fighting for a long time, like almost 13 years, and it's refreshing to finally be with a team of people that gets it. You know what I'm saying? Beyond revenue, he gets it. He understands, and to be working with Spike and Viacom and TNA Wrestling, and these guys talking about giving me a reality show and stuff like that. I think that the fans are going to be the ones who's going to be more happy with this than anybody else, because my fans are going to be the ones most happy, because I'm sure all MMA fans are not my fans. Just my fans get to be entertained more. I can entertain them in more areas. I get to make them laugh in more areas, and they get to they get to see me more than maybe I fight once a year and stuff like that. I can probably fight a couple times a year and pro wrestle a couple times, and they can see all the behind the stage stuff and whatever I do, like stuff that they never get a chance to see me doing, like on the reality show. So I think the fans are going to be the ones that's going to make out from this a lot, too.
You seem really stoked on the TNA aspect of it. I know you've been a big pro wrestling fan for a long time. Are you more excited to get into pro wrestling or to get back in the cage?
I'm equally excited to do both, but I can honestly say that the pro wrestling probably has a little bit notch above, just because I haven't really done it. I did one little promotion for the A-Team. I did a little pro wrestling when they had my character and stuff there and everything, and I was like, wow, that's cool, and they let me slam some of the guys and stuff like that. It was really fun, so I'm looking forward to doing both. But I also still like fighting. I just I been back training and working on everything, and I'm getting my love for MMA back, and what I'm saying, it's very exciting to feel this way about competing again. Before it's like, oh, I gotta go fight for the UFC and this now, you gotta deal with this, and honestly, like, there's a couple of employees there that saying that you are real good with, like Burt Watson. Love that guy. He's a great guy and stuff like that. But sometimes a person like me, I just feel people energy, and he's back there, and you can tell like a couple of people that are on the staff that just hated my guts. You know what I'm saying? You got be around those guys, like, I gotta go backstage, be around these guys and stuff like that. It's like, it's refreshing to be away from all that. Like, nobody wants to be around people that when they're not wanted, right? Who wants to be around people that when you're not wanted? Me, if you guys see me, I'm always trying to make people laugh and make people smile and stuff. I'm always like the happy-go-lucky person until maybe like 20 minutes before the fight. Then, so I'm in my own little zone. But other than that, the whole time I'm just joking around, laughing with my friends, having a good time. Like, saying, what's wrong with, how could you not like a person just joking around and having a good time all the time? Like, if I see somebody like that, I'm like, oh, it's cool. I'm just not going to want to be around people who's being negative and stuff all the time. So it's very refreshing for me to start a new chapter in my life and not have to like, in the back of my mind, like, oh, here, I got to go around these stuff-ass people again. It's kind of weird.
I know there's no opponent or time frame really for your return right now. You said you'll be back when your knee's at 100%. Where is your knee at now? And are you worried about banging your knees back up when you get into the pro wrestling part?
Well, my knees are actually doing pretty good and stuff right now. I'm not going to worry about anything. If my knee get messed up in pro wrestling, then but at least in pro wrestling with my costume that I'm going to wear, I can be able to wear like a tight knee brace or something like that up on it. So I protect it all the way, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm just getting it really strong, lifting weights on it and stuff like that with the little small muscles and stuff. I'm just getting it really strong, and I'm doing squats and stuff now. Like, I never really squatted before in my life, and squats work wonders, man. So I'm getting my knees really strong, and I got plenty of time. There's no rush for anything, so I'm just still just getting my knees really, really strong. I feel like I was rushed back into fights after my surgery and stuff like that, and really wasn't a good idea. But you got to do what you got to do. I'm a soldier, you know what I'm saying? You
said Bellator, this whole deal has re-energized your love for MMA. Is it more about the terms of the contract and how they're setting you up, or is there something about Bellator that has you jazzed to fight in MMA again?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain. Like I said earlier, it's some stuff there's some problems I have with the UFC that on the contract I'm not allowed to talk about because I signed disclosure. But like the UFC you guys can go ask UFC. You know what I'm saying? The main reason, one of the reasons why I'm leaving and stuff like that, besides the fact that after I fought Ryan Bader, the problem I had with Dana White, him, you know what I'm saying, talking shit, because, you know what I'm saying, because my fight, and I fought for him injured, and when he knew I was injured, that's the straw that broke the camel's back. But for all that, I can't talk about all this type of stuff. And that, which just it just takes the love, and when you have to do something versus it's your choice to do something, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, you know, with Hero, with Bellator, it's like we work together. It's not just told, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. Like, okay, for instance, when I had to fight Matt Hamill, I was very voiceless about it. Like, I didn't want to fight Matt Hamill. I'm like, I want to fight exciting fights. Nothing against Matt Hamill, but, you know what I'm saying? Not that he's not an exciting fighter, but styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking like, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me somebody who's gonna stand up with me more. So maybe want us to get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe make it more. Don't give me somebody who's a wrestler who's always gonna, you know, who's just gonna try to take me down. Like, come on, like, give me somebody better. So it's like, no, you fight Matt Hamill. You know what I'm saying? It's like they take the love out of you. Like, I want to go and incite the fans. I don't want to go and have to defend takedowns the whole fight. And if I do get taken down, just be on my back the whole fight, like, you know what I'm saying? It just take the love out of you when, it just take the love out of it. It's kind of hard to explain. I guess you gotta, do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It's kind of like, sometimes you just gotta be there. Like when I was fighting in Japan, I'm like, hey, give me Shogun. Let me rematch Shogun. You know what I'm saying? That was after John Jones. That's before I injured my knee. So I didn't have any injuries when I said that. So I could have, you know what I'm saying? I think this is my mind, like, before I got injured. Like, after I got injured, and so I was like, fuck, I'm glad it wasn't Shogun, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Bader, yeah, he took me to the city. Like, if it was Shogun, he would have creamed me with it, you know what I'm saying, with a torn meniscus. Yeah. So I was like, but before that, I was like, come on, we fighting in Japan. Give me Shogun. Let's make it exciting fight. Shogun is a way dangerous fight for me. He already kicked my butt, you know what I'm saying? And like, the Japanese fans, you know, like, too old pride, they give me Ryan Bader. I was like, another guy who's going to just try to take me down and hump me, like, it's going to make a beef or a boring fight. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what, what's that little short guy name that do the matchmaker, the real Joe Silva. Like, that guy can't match shoes. What is he thinking? Why would you put a fighter who goes out there every time and try to throw them things and try to make exciting fights? Why are you going to keep putting him with wrestlers who just try to take people down? I understand, like, okay, yeah, you got to fight wrestling and stuff. I'm a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to, I've proved this, like with my fight with Dan Henderson. If I wanted to, I can just go and wrestle and keep them from taking me down and wrestle them and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But fans need to really understand, like, sometimes it ain't all about that. Sometimes it ain't all about, sometimes you just want to go and be exciting, you know what I'm saying? It's just, hell, you know what I'm saying? My name is Rampage. You think I'm going to go out there and just, with a name like Rampage, go out there and lay on somebody and wrestle and take them down, you know? So they killed my love. They took my love from this. I'm like, man, I'm tired of fighting all these wrestlers. So, what's a midget? I mean, what's the short guy name? Jay Silva? Joe Silva. I keep forgetting. Joe Silva, like, heard me talk. Oh, he keep talking about me when he's wrestling. So, like, after my surgery, he gives me Glover. Okay. I like fights like that. Yeah, he's Glover. He's a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a banger. Really good at jiu-jitsu and everything. Yeah, that's a good opponent, stuff like that. I'm like, thanks, but that's a great opponent. But thanks, Joe. You give me right after I have surgery. You give me a monster. But you know, I answer the call like a man. I go out there and I did my best. Even though Glover didn't have like a huge name, but that guy is one of the toughest. He's like one of the toughest guys I ever fought. He hits hard. He rocked me a couple times. He's really good on the ground. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's not a woman. That's not a fight you have right after surgery. And I knew that going in there, but you know what I'm saying. I still did it just because I wanted to get out of the country, and I didn't have no love for the sport. They got nothing to do with me losing. You know, if I gave it my all, I gave it my 100%. But I think that if I still had the love for the sport, I think it would have been motivated me to train hard like I used to in the day, and you know what I'm saying. You just your energy to be there, and you be more focused, and that's why I'm at now.